Oh! Yo, what is poppin' YouTube? It is your boy B here, bringing you guys a video. Today we are going to be talking about my SMG build in the Division 2. So this is my SMG build. It has a mix of Providence, Douglas Harding, Sokolov, and Gila, I believe it's pronounced. This is a very tanky DPS build. You know, I have almost 200,000 armor, as well as 36,000 health. And you know, I have about 1500 skill power. This build isn't based around skill power. This is based around your SMG with the Demolitionist build, because the Demolitionist actually gives you increased SMG damage. So that's why this is an SMG build. So let's get straight into the build. I hope you guys enjoyed those clips, by the way, beforehand, that I showed you guys for the build. I know it was a different weapon I had used, because, you know, I was trying to find a good weapon to use. I got in this MPX later, but I didn't get any clips with it. But then I got this UMP and started using this UMP. So let me show you guys just the non-normalized stats right here. So 9.3, but when it's normalized, no, 14K, but we'll get into all that. So what we're gonna do it with the normalized stats. That way, because when you're in the DZ, this is what you're gonna be running. So it's gonna be your DZ stats anyway. So let's get straight into the build. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to get all my notifications. I know we are super close to 1,000 subs. I'm not really sure how much we'll be at, you know, by the time this video gets uploaded. I was at 937 by the time I ended my stream. So let's hit that 1K, guys. We are so close. But anyway, let's get straight into the build. So first off, I am running the Police UMP. That gives me 14% critical hit chance, 14,000 damage, 540 RPM, 42 mag. It does have a little slow of RPM, but that means it'll be easier to hit your shots. I have the talent Close and Personal. Killing a target within 7 meters grants 50% weapon damage for 5 seconds. So that does help a lot. If I kill somebody, so if I kill a player and then maybe another player comes up right after, I have 50% increased weapon damage for the next 5 seconds, so I'll be able to mount him. So I do have 42 in the mag, which is nice. So, you know, that should be easy to mount him. Also has Jihad's Hands, 10% reload speed. That is always good. And then I also have with Scally, while holstered, you are able to resist 5 ensnare attempts, can occur once every 60 seconds. So that is very useful as well. I'm also running the G36C, 10K damage, 675 RPM, 60 mag, full stability, so I'm not missing any shots. I'm using this because, you know, that way I can beam long range. Then once they get close, that's when I pull out this SMG. So, you know, make sure you have an AR with this build, or a sniper, whatever you want, shotgun, anything. Deals, I have Ignited, Jazz Hands, and Viscosity. Ignited, deal 20% weapon damage to burning enemies. Jazz Hands, you know, 10% reload speed. And the Viscosity, we already know about that. So the attachment I'm using on this UMP, by the way, I forgot. I'm using the Pro Red Dot sight, the extended 45 ACP, the angle grip, and the Osprey 45 suppressors. You guys can see the stats on what it all does there. Moving on, I'm just using a Deagle as my secondary, so I don't really want to get into that. Now let's get into the build. So I'm running 3-piece Providence, 1-piece Gila, and, you know, a piece of Douglas Harding, and then a piece of Sokolov. So first off, the mask, 17,000 armor, 10% skill power, 8 health, and 5 weapon damage. So like I said, this is really based around weapon damage and you know, critical hit and all that. Not really based around your skill power. That's why my skill power is so low. This is also based around your armor. It's supposed to be, you know, a little tanky DPS build. So you guys can see the attributes: 5% critical hit chance and an extra 4,000 health. I was trying to look for a mask that gave me armor, but I don't think any of the masks give you armor. I think they all really give you health, so that's why I only this one has to have health. I have the talent Destructive, which gives 20% explosive damage, which also works really well because I have the Demolitionist build. So, you know, when I get that grenade launcher, it's a one-shot to somebody. If I get a ammo for that grenade launcher, man, it's over. Moving on to the backpack, we have a Providence defense, you know, so you guys can see the 10% skill power, 8% health, 5% weapon damage. You know, that's for getting the 3 out of 3 set, so I don't have to read that. Also 6.5% critical hit chance, 10% cooldown reduction, and 635 skill power. This was really good. I love the because you do want some skill power because, and I'll get into it why with the with my skills. So you do want some skill power. You don't want just like, you know, almost zero skill power. You want at least like 1500 and above for your skill power. So you know that's really nice with that 635 skill power. Modified, I did recalibrate, so that's why that is. Self-adjusting for the talent, so 20% armor regeneration. So when I'm out of combat, you know, I'll have that 20% armor regeneration. So when I'm as soon as I kill an enemy and I'm out of combat, I'll be able to regenerate my armor faster and get right into a fight again. I also have tech support. Kills by active skills grant 25 skill damage for 10 seconds. That's kind of useless to me, unfortunately, because I'm not using anything for skill damage. I'm not using the assault drone or anything. I'm using healing and, you know, defense drones. So yeah, I'll get into those later. Like I said, I'll get into my skills later. Then the mod we have is, you know, the utility respiratory mod, 190 skill power, 3.4% XP weapon kills, and 1% grenade damage. Like I said, demolitionist, so explosive damage and all that's good too. This build ties in really well with each other. It's a very balanced build. Next, we're moving into the chest piece. 37,000 armor, 5% critical hit chance, 11.5% headshot damage, and 10,000 bonus armor. That is amazing. Plus, the talent has harden, and that gives me an extra 10% armor, guys. Like I said, this is a very tanky DPS build. And then the mods I have gives me another 0.5% weapon damage, 3% SMG damage, and marksman rifle damage. That I don't really care about with that little marksman rifle. I think I will try and modify that if I can recalibrate that marksman rifle damage for something else. I think I'm gonna try to. Let's see. Also, we have the defense stamina mod, so 900 health, 3,000 armor on kill, and another 1% extra income and healing, which is nice. That is amazing. Next, moving on to the gloves. I chose these gloves because it gives me another 5% total armor. Like I said, I want, you know, that armor. That is a very important part to this build. So that armor is really good. It gives me another 1,700 health and 378 skill power. I do have the talent compressed. Weapon damage is increased when you have low critical hit chance. That you know, don't have that because you see I have 9 out of 3 on critical hit. Using the respiratory mod too on this one, 195 skill power, grenade damage 1% and 3.5% explosive damage. Like I said, so you know, really good build. It ties in with the demolitionist very well, like I said, because the demolitionist is all about blowing shit up. So you know, when you get that grenade damage and everything and that explosive damage with the demolitionist, you throw a grenade, your grenades are going to hit very hard too. Now I'm using a one-piece Douglas and Harding, so I'm getting that 5% accuracy, just, you know, help control the UMP a little bit better. I'm also getting that 6% critical hit damage, 8.5% critical hit chance, using the precision mod with 2% weapon damage and 4% optimal range. I get a little bit more range and I get more weapon damage to go on this UMP. And last but not least, we are using the Sokolov Concern knee pads, which give me that 10% SMG damage. Like I said, this is an SMG build, guys, so that SMG damage is really what we're trying to focus on. Like I said, the Demolitionist too, the reason why I chose him is because he gives an extra 25%, I believe it is. It's either 20 or 25, maybe 15% SMG damage. So that is why I chose Demolitionist. If you're gonna want to run SMGs a lot in this game, choose the Demolitionist to get that SMG damage. Now, it also, the attribute to have on this, 3% critical hit chance and 213 skill power. I did modify that, so it's a little bit more. I also have 10% health on kill, which is nice. So when we go to the actual total of everything, when we're looking at the critical hit and everything, so we'll show that. Doing 14k weapon damage. The critical hit chance, I'm getting 60% critical hit chance, so I'm getting crits a lot, which is nice. When I crit somebody, it's hitting for, you know, when I was hitting NPCs about like 25k with crits. So players, it's about the same. I was hitting about, I'm not really sure in these clips. I didn't really look at the numbers, but I'm also getting another 31% critical hit damage, 62% headshot damage, 10 range, 2% reload time. I'm not gonna read all that, I'm sorry. So you know, you guys can see, we'll just highlight the good ones. So like I said, 28% SMG damage bonus. That is amazing, guys. 7% to all damage weapons. And let's see, so we're getting 182,000 armor, guys. Look at that right there. So I'm gonna let you guys just read all that, and the dark zone perks don't really matter. But yeah, guys, that is the SMG build. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed those clips before, and then I'm gonna have some clips playing after this for the rest. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This has been another one with your boy B. Make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on my bell to hit all my notifications when I upload and get live streams. More build videos coming soon. I think we're gonna do a shotgun one next, or an LMG build. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section if you want a shotgun or LMG build next, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
Young Dizzle. Young Dizzle.